Welcome to the video number 5 on electronics communication. In this video, we discuss about the amplitude modulation and analysis of AM wave and AM spectrum. We have seen many events are going on in and around the world, and we see the TV and we get the information. So how this voice, music and vision has come to us? For this successful transmission and reception of the voice, music, etc. by the use of radio waves, two processes are essential. One is the modulation, another one is demodulation. The speech, music, scene, etc. are thousands of kilometers away by the radio transmitter. Similarly, the information regarding moon, earth and other celestial bodies are also recovered on the earth. For this, we need a transmitter. Suppose what we express the feelings with others in the language. We use sounds. It has certain frequency. The audible range of frequency is 20 Hz to 20 kHz. And what we speak is the message signal. This message frequency is very small and it requires large antenna or big size antenna. That is for about 3 to 4 kilometers. And this is practically very risky to install such a big antenna. This is because the frequency is inversely proportional to the lambda. That means if the frequency is large, wavelength is small. And we need a antenna size or the height which is about lambda by 4. To transport such a message from one person to another person who is in the remote place requires a proper carrier to carry the message signal. So we need carrier signal. Here we can see the example. The pigeon is the carrier of the information here, message. Here this is the message signal and this is the carrier signal in our example. And this carrier wave signal, its frequency is large compared to the message signal. Hence it requires small antennas. Hence we seek the help of carrier signal to carry the message signal. For this reason, it is necessary to increase the audio signal frequency to the higher frequency, and this process is called the modulation. The audio signal is superimposed over the high frequency wave known as carrier wave, and the resultant wave is known as modulated wave or radio wave, and this process is known as the modulation. This is the carrier wave which has a frequency Fc, and what we speak or hear or listen, whose frequency is FM, that is modulating signal or message signal, whose frequency is FM. Now after conversion, after modulation, the signal has a frequency either Fc plus FM or Fc minus FM. So this is the modulated wave. So here the frequency of the carrier wave is like this, and it is modulated in such a way that exactly same as that of the amplitude of the audio signal. Why we need the modulation? Because as we discussed before, the length of the transmitting antenna should be approximately equal to the 1/4 of the wavelength of the wave. Suppose if the audible range frequency is 20 Hz to 20 kHz and whose wavelength is approximately 15 kilometers, and we need lambda by 4 means 3.75 kilometer antenna, so which is practically impossible and very risky. If the frequency is increased further to the megahertz, then the antenna length requires for about 75 meters. Anyhow we can manage this length. Hence we need to modulate that wave to lower frequency to the higher frequency, and the energy of the wave is directly proportional to the frequency. That means lower frequency wave has lower energy or less energy, hence it cannot traverse for a longer distance. To achieve the wireless communication over the long distance, we need to modulate, and to avoid the mixing of channels and also for multiplexing these signals. Here the multiplexing means the transmission of two or more signals over a same channel at the same time. Signal to noise ratio in the receiver is a function of bandwidth. By adjusting the bandwidth, we can improve the signal to noise ratio. Modulation in three ways. One is amplitude modulation, number 2 the frequency modulation, and number 3 the phase modulation. In the amplitude modulation, amplitude is varied. In the frequency modulation, frequency is varied. And in the phase modulation, phase is varied. Marconi used first in the wireless communication the technique called the amplitude modulation. So here you can see the amplitude of the carrier. This is the carrier changing accordance with the audio signal, but frequency does not change after modulation. Analysis of amplitude modulated wave. Instantaneous voltage of the modulating signal is Vm is equal to capital Vm sin omega mt, where this is the amplitude of the modulating wave or message signal, and this is the frequency. Similarly, the instantaneous voltage of the carrier signal is, this is the instantaneous voltage and this is the amplitude of that carrier signal, and this is the frequency of the carrier signal. Take the amplitude of the modulated wave and we get this one Vc plus Vm into sin omega mt. I am solving this equation using 2a 2 sin a sin b equal to cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. That is used in this equation, and on solving we get voltage of the amplitude modulated wave is equal to Vc sin omega ct plus ma Vc by 2 into cos omega c minus omega m into t minus ma Vc by 2 into cos omega c plus omega m into t. So this is the unmodulated carrier lower side band, and this is the upper side band. And omega c is the frequency of the carrier wave. Omega c minus omega m is the frequency of the lower side band, and omega c plus omega m is the frequency of the upper side band. It is the frequency spectrum of AM wave is. It is a graph of amplitude versus frequency, and here we can see the amplitude of the carrier wave, and this is the amplitude of the upper side band frequency, and it is the lower side band frequency, and whose frequency is fc minus fm, and this frequency is fc plus fm. This is what we have here. This is the lower side band frequency and this is the upper side band frequency, and fc is the carrier frequency, fm is the modulating signal or message signal frequency. So this is about the frequency spectrum. Now let's solve one problem on this one. A 10 megahertz sinusoidal wave is modulated by a 5 kilohertz sinusoidal wave. Now find the frequency components of the resultant wave. So the frequency components are, the carrier wave has 10 megahertz frequency and message signal has 5 kilohertz, and we can write this one in the megahertz, that is 0.05 megahertz. The modulated wave has 3 frequency components, that is the carrier frequency, that is given 10 megahertz. Now we are calculating the lower sideband frequency, 10 megahertz minus 0.005 megahertz, which is 9.995 megahertz, and the upper sideband frequency is the carrier frequency plus frequency of the modulating signal or message signal. Now we will get the upper sideband frequency as 10.005 megahertz. Thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel for notifications on new videos.